All right, so today we're just going to go over the course selection materials for the 2017-18 school year. We want to make sure to go over the graduation requirements and course options with you. We're going to go through the process of selecting classes for next school year, and we're also going to walk you through the online scheduler portion of registration. The counselors will stay the same for next school year. Just a reminder, if your last name starts with A through D, you'll work with Grant Calverley. E through K will work with Rayanne Hansen. Brandon Schaefer will work with students with last names that begin with L through Q, and Donna Starley has R through Z. So if you have any questions about the registration process, that's who you would contact. There are a few changes with course selection. We are moving to a block schedule next year, which means students will register for 16 courses rather than 14. The way that this will look is each student will have 4 classes per day, and we'll alternate A and B days, 4 classes each day, 16 over the entire school year. Another change with registration is we will be implementing an online registration portion, so you'll select your classes online after today's presentation. And then another big change is sophomores can now enroll and take Bridgeland Applied Technology college classes. Okay, this is the registration book for this school year. We're going to go through some of the pages that are included in the book, so we want you guys to follow along with that. The registration book will be posted online, and we will be providing you a hard copy at this time as well. One of the first pages in the registration book is the graduation requirements. Take note that graduation requirements for the class of 2018 and 2019 will not change. However, with the implementation of our block schedule, the class of 2020 and beyond will require 27 credits in order to graduate. So please take note of your specific grade level and what the requirements are for you with your graduating class. All right, we're going to chat a little bit about CTE Pathways over the next few slides. We encourage all students at Logan High to complete a CTE pathway before graduation. So we'll go into what a CTE pathway is over the next few slides and how you can accomplish that goal. The following pages have CTE pathway information. What we want you to do is look over any areas of interest and speak to your CTE teachers about the opportunities. We will also have further discussion about CTE pathway options in your individual PCCRs. So this page here in your registration book just explains pathways. This page here includes the specific pathways that Logan High offers and the courses that would be required to be considered a CTE pathway completer. And this page that's also in your book is just a continuation of that last page with the additional CTE pathways available at Logan High. BATC and USU have a partnership that allows students to enroll certificate programs directly into an associate's and bachelor degree. We strongly encourage you to look at those opportunities as well. Once again, this is something that you can talk to your CTE teachers about, along with your counselor and your individual PCCRs. And Bridgeland instructors should have information on this also. There are tons of different scholarship opportunities available. We have a new student center or career center coordinator, Sharon Brazel. We really want you guys to get to know her. She will be a great asset when you start applying for scholarships and looking at the scholarship requirements. So make sure you get to know her. She has money for you. We want you to be aware of all the different requirements for scholarships. One in particular is the Regent Scholarship. Really what we want our students to know freshman and sophomore year is that a lot of these courses that are required for the Regent Scholarship are going to be required for graduation anyway. So what we encourage you to do is just try your best in all your classes, get good grades to keep these opportunities available. And don't get overwhelmed by the list of courses. Like I said, many of them you will be taking to graduate. There are 2 different award levels of the Regent Scholarship. You got the Exemplary Award, which is worth up to $5,000 for any school in the state of Utah. And then you've got a Base Scholarship, which is worth $1,000 for any school in the state of Utah. Really the main difference between those 2 awards is you must have a 3.5 GPA, a 26 on the ACT, and then no grade in the required courses less than a B to achieve the exemplary status. In order to achieve the base status, you have to have or maintain a 3.0 GPA. You have to take the ACT, no score, no minimum score required, and then nothing less than a C in those core required courses. So please take some time to look through your registration book and look at those specific Regent Scholarship requirements. This is not a competitive scholarship. As long as you meet all the criteria, you will be awarded those scholarships. Okay, next up we want to go through the difference between AP and concurrent enrollment. So the main difference between an AP and a concurrent enrollment class, AP classes really provide a lot more depth into the content area. They are year-long classes, so you will be taking the same course for an entire school year. In order to receive credit for an AP course, you must pass the AP exam in May, while concurrent enrollment classes are just one semester long, and whatever grade you get on your Logan High School transcript is also the grade that gets reported up to USU, or in the case of a couple classes, Weber State or Salt Lake Community College. So the people that accept these credits, we've made quite a few phone calls nationwide, and a lot of schools or institutions of higher education will accept the concurrent enrollment transfer credits from Utah State University. That's going to be specific to each institution though. As long as they are regular general ed classes, they usually have a course that meets that same requirement, so those are typically accepted pretty well nationwide. As far as AP courses and who accepts those, we do have a list or a link from the counseling website that links to College Board, and you can look up the specific institution that you plan on attending and see what credit they would award for each specific AP exam. And Logan High does have a combination of AP and concurrent enrollment courses, which we'll get into in the next couple slides. All right, the current slide shows the AP courses that will be offered for the 2017-18 school year at Logan High. We're now up to 14 AP courses, with the most recent addition being AP Human Geography. In the AP Human Geography course, you will be allowed to take that in replacement of the 9th grade geography credit that is required. If you sign up for AP courses, you will be expected to take the AP exam in May. The exam fee is currently $93. If you pass the exam, you will receive college credit. Credit is dependent on the institution's rules. You can find a list of AP credit by institution on the LHS school counseling website. This slide shows our concurrent enrollment offerings. Many of these concurrent enrollment classes provide general ed credit at USU or the institution that you choose. The majority of these classes are offered through USU, with a couple of them being taught through Weber State University and one being through Salt Lake Community College. Students that complete concurrent enrollment courses are guaranteed credit as long as they pass the course at Logan High. So whatever grade you get on your Logan High transcript also goes on your college transcript, depending on the institution that the concurrent enrollment class is taught through. So Utah State, Weber State, or Salt Lake Community College. If you choose to go to school other than the one that the credit was generated through, you will have to have your transcript transferred to that institution upon completion of high school. There are fees associated with concurrent enrollment classes. Some are specific to each course, so please take a look in the back of your registration book to figure out the exact fees. All right, we also have Bridgeland Applied Technology College courses. These courses are now available to sophomores along with juniors and seniors. These credits go towards Logan High School CTE graduation requirements, and the hours go toward BATC certificates and can apply to the USU Associates and Bachelor degrees. All right, we're now going to jump into the actual course selection. So please, make sure you're reviewing your registration book. In the registration book, we have descriptions of each course that we offer at Logan High. So please take note of those, read through that, make sure you know what you're signing up for. The magic number of courses you will select for the 2017-18 school year is 16 courses rather than the 14 that you're accustomed to. Okay, we're now going to walk you through the requirements and help you select your courses. Okay, we'll now look through the specific graduation requirements. Once again, the only changes that have been made will be for the class of 2020 and later. You will be required to have 27 graduation credits to achieve graduation. Those of you that are currently sophomores and juniors, you will stick with the 24. So please, take note of what's required there. All right, this slide is an example of what you'll see as far as your specific requirements. To access these requirements and credits, you log into your grades online and click scheduling, and in the right-hand corner you will see this graduation requirement breakdown, which is specific to you or your student. So the first column has what's required. The second column tells you what you've already earned. The third column, after you guys have requested your courses for next year, should display what you've requested. The fourth column is what's currently in your schedule, not completed. And then the final column would have that remaining balance of what you still need. The first course that we want you guys to select is your English class. And these are all specific to grade level. So if you're a ninth grader, or you're going to be a ninth grader, you will circle English 9A and 9B. So you'll take a full year of English. When you become a junior, the options open up to you a little bit. So you have an option between English 11A and B, or you can take AP English Language. Once again, you will take the full year. So if you decide on the AP course, you will sign up for A and B, and that counts as 2 of your 16 sections. Senior year, you'll have a lot more opportunities to take some elective courses. We do have an English 12 on there now, so if you sign up for that, you would sign up for English 12 A and B. And please also note that there is an English 1010 option, which would take up 1 semester as well. So go ahead and make your selections on your card. And once again, you're signing up for 2 courses regardless of your grade level. All right, the next class we want you to look at is your mathematics. Once again, this is pretty specific based on your level and grade that you are in. If you're currently in a secondary math 1 class, you will sign up for secondary math 2. And once again, you will take that for the entire year. So make sure you're signing up for the A and B section. Likewise, if you're in a secondary math 2, you'll move on to a secondary math 3. If you're in an honors course right now, go ahead and sign up for that honors course. And between now and the time that registration closes, we would encourage you guys to speak with your math teachers to make sure you're signing up for the correct class. So please take your card to them and just have them confirm that you should be moving on to the class that you've selected. All right, the next one we're going to select is science. You do need 3 credits of science to graduate from Logan High. The typical progression would be Earth Systems, then Biology, followed by Chemistry, and then it opens up to some of our more elective classes, such as Physics, AP courses, Medical Anatomy. We also do have some 1-semester classes, such as Environmental Science, Zoology, and Marine Biology. So make sure, depending on your grade level, just looking at your requirements, make sure you sign up for a science class appropriate for your level and your interests. All right, now we come to social studies. You are required to have 3 social studies credits to graduate from Logan High. The typical progression would be freshmen take our geography course for a full year. Sophomores would sign up for AP European History for the full year, or Modern World Civilizations for a half year, or Ancient World Civilizations for a half year. You do not need to take all 3. The requirement is a half credit, so if you choose Ancient or Modern World, you do not have to take both. Likewise, if you choose AP European, you will take that for the entire year, and it will fulfill that requirement. You'll just have that extra half credit there. Juniors sign up for US History or AP American History. And then we want all of our seniors to sign up for US Government or the full year of AP US Government. Then we also have some electives in the Social Studies department, such as Sociology, Psychology, and AP Psychology. All right, CTE. You are required to take 1 full credit of CTE. Those can be found in your registration booklet. In addition to the CTE courses that we offer at Logan High, we also, the Bridgeland Applied Technology courses can complete your CTE requirements. So please take a look at that CTE Pathways chart that we showed you in the beginning of the book and really start working towards a pathway completion. BATC courses, once again, can now be taken by sophomores, juniors, and seniors. All sophomores are encouraged to begin or continue working on a CTE pathway, including BATC courses. There are certain courses that are not going to be available to sophomores, such as CNA and Vet Tech. And then BATC classes can also be taken during the summer. Please see the Career Center for offerings around April. If you sign up for a BATC course, it will count as 2 courses, as BATC classes are held every single day. World languages. You must complete 1 full credit of world language in order to graduate. We now offer the Bridgerland Sign Language course that can be taken for a full credit to complete this requirement. Regent Scholarship and most colleges do require 2 high school credits of foreign language, so please make that selection now. And once again, if you take the A portion of a class, you are taking the B portion as well, so that would count for 2 of your course selections. You must complete 1.5 credits in fine arts to graduate from Logan High. At this time, please go ahead and look through our fine arts options and select the courses that are of most interest to you. Also pay attention to the concurrent enrollment section. We do have a couple concurrent enrollment art classes such as Art 1010 and Music 1010. Healthy lifestyles gets a little tricky. So we do require 1.5 credits of PE to graduate, and then an additional half credit of health education, which is taken by most of our sophomores. If you are a sophomore, we would encourage you to take that this year, or this upcoming year, if you're going to be a sophomore. As far as the PE requirements, we get the question a lot about sports. If you do play a sport, you will only be required to take 1 full credit of PE, and that other half credit will be waived for your participation on the sports team at Logan High. As far as sport-specific classes or sport training classes, if you are a member of a sport team at Logan High, you can sign up for those sport-specific classes, which are located on the back of your registration sheet. In addition to those requirements, you must also complete a half credit of financial literacy, which you can find on the back of your registration card. We encourage all of our juniors to sign up for that. Also, there's a half credit of educational tech, digital literacy that you must take. If you've already taken computer technology at some point, that will fulfill that requirement. If you have not, we do encourage our sophomores, juniors, and seniors to make sure that you get that requirement done. Okay, you should now have a total of 16 classes, and then on the back of your registration card, you will also see a spot to add 2 alternate classes. Please go ahead and write those courses in and go through and make sure you've circled 16 different course numbers. Once again, if you did choose to take a Bridgerland class, that will count as 2 classes. So in that case, you'll only have 15. All right, the final step of the registration process will include submitting your courses online. So this sheet here lays out what we would like you guys to do now that you've completed this registration in your class. We want you to take your course selection sheet home and share it with your parents. You're then going to log into your grades online, which is sis.loganschools.org. Click on Schedule on the right side. Then in the search bar, you're going to enter the course number that you circled on your registration sheet, and you're going to click Request. We ask that you do this. It's going to be a lot smoother of a process than if you actually search for the title of the course. Just make sure you're typing in that 4-digit number. Continue the process until all 16 courses are requested. You will not place your alternate courses in the online scheduler. So you're just going to have those 16 courses. Then go ahead and have your parents sign your card, and please return this to your English teacher. Online registration, the window will be open for our current 8th graders, so next year's freshmen, from February 6th to the 14th, and for our current 9th graders through 11th graders, February 6th through 22nd. All right, summer school. For those of you that have failed some courses, you are going to be required to make up those credits. We will have credit recovery offered this summer. Please contact your counselor to get some specifics on the classes that you should take and the classes that will be offered this summer. We will also, once again, offer Bridgerland Applied Technology courses. That list should be available in April in the counseling offices. And then driver's ed is typically offered in the summer as well. So if you're going to be coming up on that 16th birthday, please make sure you get signed up for a driver's education course if you choose to take that through Logan High. And please sign up for those driver's ed courses early because they do tend to fill up really quick. So, if you have any further questions about the registration process, please make sure you contact your counselor. and we can walk you through the specifics of the courses that you need to sign up for. And then also consult with your teachers, specifically in the math, English for those of you that are kind of debating whether to go into AP or regular, and then science as well. Make sure you get recommendations from your science teachers on the next course that you should take. And then finally, also with our CTE courses, please consult your CTE teachers, and they could help you kind of navigate your way through the pathway offerings.